Hey, what's going on? Welcome to Teasing the NFL, your destination for NFL teaser bets. I'm Daniel Saludo along with Andrew Chang here. We are taking you through the early afternoon games for Week 12 of the 2020 NFL season. Second game on the list is the Arizona Cardinals going to the New England Patriots. That's right, going to Belichick World. Arizona is the favorite here, however, at -2, and your total is 49.5. So, Arizona gets teased across the 0 to +4. New England gets teased up to +8. Your over gets teased down to 43.5, and your under gets teased up to 55.5. So, what are we thinking in this game, sir?
Well, you got two teams that are kind of up and down.
Yes.
I'm not going to say that the Patriots are a bad team. I mean,
they're inconsistent, is what they are.
Very inconsistent. I mean, sometimes. Well, this team beat the Ravens, but now we're starting to kind of see a little bit of the Ravens' faults. But at the same time, on the other end, you have Arizona, which they should be winning some of their games that they just have lost, and it's just very hard to trust both of these teams, but there is one silver lining in this dark cloud, and I think it's the over. I do like the over because
43.5.
Yeah, 43.5. I know the Patriots can score unless they're playing the San Francisco 49ers with Nick Mullins. But yeah, I feel like the Patriots can definitely score against this. It's an okay defense in Arizona, I feel like.
That's being generous, in my opinion.
Okay, see? So that's even better. Now, looking at the Patriots' offense, Cam Newton still kind of getting there. No Rex Burkhead. His season is over. It's donezo.
But they're probably going to get Sony Michel back this week, so that's okay.
And good old James White still in. So.
Yeah, White actually had a pretty good game because when Burkhead went out, White becomes the only real pass catcher back that they have.
Talk about well, I don't know if he was the Super Bowl MVP, but yeah, that guy he's pretty solid as a running back. Versus Kyler Murray, DeAndre Hopkins against this. You know what? Actually, the pass defense for the Patriots are pretty good. They have Stephon Gilmore.
They've been struggling.
Yeah, but I mean, Stephon Gilmore, I still wouldn't sleep on him. I'm pretty sure he's going to have...
He's not been the same Stephen Gilmore that we know. It's been kind of weird to not see him be the big shutdown corner. He's not as good as he was last season. So
also another good reason for the over. So if they can't shut D-Hop down, and I think Arizona, as inconsistent as they are, they're starting to get their offense rolling a little bit.
Okay.
A little bit. Chase Edmonds still good. D-Hop. And I guess now an interesting stat, or whenever I watch the game, because I have D-Hop on my fantasy, I was like, man, this guy does not get all these passes and all that. It's actually because they always get a pass interference on him, and it's like, all right, it's automatic first down. It's like, oh, gosh. So,
and he always gets the top corner. He gets the extra safety help over the top most of the time. And so that opens up other guys like Indy Isabella, Old Man
Larry Legend,
and Christian Kirk, or they just go to the running game, or in a lot of cases,
Kyler
Murray just takes
off. Down. Yeah,
Murray just takes off. So, yeah, I don't mind that over, except that your worry would be is if New England doesn't answer the bell offensively.
Oh, okay.
And if Belichick knows how to isolate at least one weapon on the other side. So if they are able to isolate, and minimize Hopkins, because it's very difficult to really minimize DeAndre Hopkins. Let's be real. Just ask the
Bills.
Oh yeah, it was the Bills. Yeah, the Bills. Yeah. So it's very difficult to do that.
Can you believe we traded that guy?
I can.
I mean,
I know.
The coach. Well, yeah, but
I know who the coach is, who the coach was. So, yeah, I get. Yeah, take a drink. So I would probably agree with you on the over, but I was looking at the stats, score lines before we started recording in the 10 games that New England has played, or the 9 games New England's played, sorry. No, it's 10, sorry, oh my God, because we're on week 12, it's 10 games. Yeah, take another drink.
Did you have someone drink? All right.
So outside of two really weird games, New England has always kept games close, and that's traditionally how they are. They are always going to battle. Defense is always going to keep them in games, and Belichick's always able to make an offense work. So, and I'm going to follow a lot of the sharps in this. I'm going to take New England. I'm going to tease them up to +8. Get them over those key numbers. I do think they will have a chance to win this game, but they can keep this game close. So I think there's a little too much value in getting points with Bill Belichick as underdogs. So
Home dogs, too.
yeah. So
This season.
I don't know if I can get away from +8 with Bill Belichick. It's really difficult for me. I can't remember the last time outside of where is it? So they got blown out by San Francisco, but that was because of injuries and other things. And they got blown out in against the Chiefs, but Cam wasn't playing that game. Okay. So if you take out the Patriots game, and if you go with what I think Cam had a hand injury after the Broncos game in Week 5, in Week 5, then you would think that those two blowouts are kind of just anomalies in this. Because every other game that they've either had, that they've won, or they've lost by less than a touchdown.
Yeah. Okay. I mean,
lost to the Texans by a touchdown, lost to the Ravens by 6 points, lost to the Seahawks by 5, lost to the Broncos by 6. So,
and much like our fantasy football league, they are in contention for a nice little playoff spot.
They need to win a lot. They're not out of the picture, but they're certainly not. They're on the outside looking in, that's for sure.
Yeah, I mean, definitely still a tight race, but both these teams have something to play for. It's only going to get more desperate for New England. Yeah. So as crafty as Belichick is, and now you're kind of getting me on that too. But I still like the over. I still think if it is a close game, that would be good for Danny because, I mean, even if New England loses by a touchdown, that's solid. He's in. He's good. It becomes a problem when they win by like 9 points or 10 points. So that might be how it goes. That's my only concern about New England. But either way, I feel a little safer just having it 43.5. I mean, 21, 20, 23 kind of.
Yeah, 21-23 gets you there.
It gets me there, you know. So
I also am wondering if last week's Texans game was kind of a sandwich game because they didn't take it seriously. Because the game before that, they played the Ravens, who hard.
That was a great game.
That was a great game. And then you have
the Patriots.
And then you have them playing the Texans, who are one of the worst teams in the league, and now they have to play Arizona, who has that high-powered offense. So I'm wondering if the Texans game was a bit of a sandwich, and they didn't necessarily not take it 100%, but they weren't like fully ready for it.
We're not the Jets.
I agree.
We're not that.
I mean,
bad.
I agree.
We're bad, but I mean, we're not that.
bad. Pretty good, honestly. They've been showing it, but I'm wondering if they just kind of took it a little too lightly. That's the only thing I'm wondering, if it was kind of a sandwich game or not. But I think I'm still okay taking New England +8 here.
I'm not opposed to that.
It's a little too good EV in this, so I'm going to take some positive EV, and they should keep this close and be in it. So
cool.
New England +8 for me. Andrew's going to take the over 43.5. But let us know in the comments what you think of this game, how you think it's going to go. If you're betting any of the sides or totals, let us know in the comments. But until next time, for Andrew Chang, I'm Daniel Saludo. If you like the content you got in this video, give it a thumbs up, give it a like, subscribe, tick the notification bell, and select all. That way you stay up to date with all of our latest videos and previews for the rest of the season. We'd like to thank you for joining us in this preview video. But until next time, make sure you get your bets in. And of course, don't forget to be a tease.